It's my life. Lazy, 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 lazy. It's my life. I got dirty, 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 dirty. It's my life.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Sly, your host, Midtown Barber, and you're now listening to another episode of Barber Talk. Hey, I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. So right now, guys, let's just have a little fun, just talk about little things here. I really don't have a topic today. I guess this is just going to be for anyone who needs to hear it. All right, cool. So let's just start off by saying this right here. What I do for the community, the reason I do the things that I do, first of all, I just got to let you know a little bit about me, all right? From Goldsboro, North Carolina, born in I ain't going to tell you all that, but went to Goldsboro High School. There's a lot of activities there for kids to do, but at the same time, kids would get a lot of trouble over there. And living in the rough parts of neighborhoods in Goldsboro, North Carolina, man, you grew up really fast. Here in Elkin, it's a little different. It's not many things to do for children, but at the same time, these kids are still growing a little fast. And back when I was younger, there wasn't a lot to get into. The negativity as far as like maybe a fist fight, being out too late and stuff like that. Now it's a little bit more epic. It's a little bit more for kids to get into. You have to watch your children, guys. They have the vapes. They have a lot of things that we didn't have access to back in the day. So what I'm going is this right here. What can we do as a community? How can we as a community grasp the children at a youth age at grassroots levels and give them something to look forward to in a massive time as it is today? So me as a community activist, I would like to just reach out and say, hey, listen, we have Chad Mann and other guys, Greg Burer, Craig Smith. We have a lot of people in the area that's trying to do things for the youth as well as the community. You know, we have a outreach program in Jonesville, North Carolina that's doing great out there, guys. They're having the team meetings at the Jonesville high schools. They're in the parks. They're having big events in the parks. My nonprofit organization, we're having big events over here near the Heritage Center in Elkin. Combining together, guys, we can do immaculate things. So as community leader, I'm just reaching out right now just to say this right here. We got to do more and more together. So what I'm reaching out to do right now, I'm reaching across the lines. Elkin and Jonesville, this is all about the kids. Nothing else to do but anything but the kids. I just made a couple of phone calls. I reached out to Starmount High School, and I talked to a host of people there about maybe putting together in March, actually, is the date that we're looking at, but we have nothing in stone yet. So, you know, this is just a preliminary situation to let you know that we are trying to do something in the community. We want to have what they call an alumni basketball tournament, bring back the older guys as well as the younger guys, and we're just going to play a little tournament, bring back some names that you may know. That's basketball tournament. We also reached out to Elkin, the superintendent of Elkin, a great guy. He's from Allegheny, guys. You got to get to know him. And also, Elkin has just brought in a new football coach, Coach Baker. If you haven't met this guy, do so. This guy right here, he's an interesting guy. I think he's going to change Elkin around. He's starting from the grassroots level of junior Elks, and he's going to build a program from the bottom to the top. The same thing with the new coach over here that we have in Starmount. He wants to reach from the bottom to the top. That's a community thing. You know what I mean? The rivalries would be better. The people would be more excited. The stands would be a lot more energetic or packed as you come to the facilities. And you know, we're just right across the river from each other. It's a good rivalry. You know what I mean? So let's start with the community. So we're gonna bring the basketball tournaments back. We're gonna bring the older guys to 2000, the year 2000 to 2010, and we're gonna let them go against the 2010 to 2020s. Who do you think's gonna win a basketball tournament? The old versus the youth. My thing is the youth. They have what they call the fortitude, the drive, the evolutionary of the basketball game in itself. It's evolved, okay? But does that trump the old school back you down in the paint, MJ, hit you with and one, and with a small jumper inside the 2 points. Because these young boys are going to be trying to throw them threes up. You live by them, you die by them. That's what I'm just saying. We have the younger guys against the older guys. I think that's going to be very entertaining. Now, questions. Do you guys want it to just be internal? You just want the 2010 group and above to go against a 2000 and above group to 2010, and it's all in Star Mount? Or do you want to reach out to like Forbush and have them to come with their 2010 team to 2020 to play against Star Mounts, or the Elkins 2010, 2020, or whatever it is, or 2000, 2010? Just let us know. This is what community thing is. And guys, I need a lot of help with this. We need to get together to make this happen. March, alumni game, basketball. Let's get it. I want to see Star Mount, Elkin, and Forbush, if it's possible, to all collaborate and let's bring this thing together and make it massive. But if it can't happen, hey, let's just make something happen. Let's let the kids see what we used to do. See, my thing is, a lot of coaches don't get credit because these kids don't see. They haven't seen the coaches at their best. You know what I mean? So, hey, let's just give them a little bit. If you're going to coach the game, let's show them that we know the game. Therefore, they'll respect the coaches a little bit better. They should respect the coaches regardless. That's what we're talking about in this community. They need to respect the elders regardless. It starts from home, guys. My thing is, parents, it starts with us. And my thing is, they can be so much momentum moving to a positive force if we start from the house, and then from the house they understand to respect, and from respect they can do it from each individual. It don't have to be a coach. It can be just an ordinary person in the community. They can just open up a door, do things that we do. Chivalry is not dead. Let these kids know that it's okay to be polite. It is okay to listen. How we learn is repetitive things and listening. That's how we do. I'm as a football coach, I get a little bit of miscued about what I can and can't do sometimes. Some parents, they'll give me the rein, they'll give me the rope to really push the kid and extend the kid to a magnitude of what I feel they can give the game. Not me, because as a coach, what I feel is each kid that comes to me has a certain criteria of things that they have to basically give the team a little bit more motivation. Let's talk about that. So my thing is, as a coach, I think a definition of a coach, if there's a kid that comes up, I don't know the kid. My only job is to basically find out what that kid has to offer the sport. The sport, okay? We're not talking about the team. That kid, what does he have? Is he fast? Is he strong? Is his movements quick? I got to find out what he possesses at the time that I meet him. And it's almost like if it's dull, I get something, I polish it, and I shine it. I can't make a guy who's 5'3" run a 4'3". I can't do that. But basically, he may have a step or two that I can take tenths of seconds off of, and I can have that kid run a 5'1" instead of a 5'3" because of just form and how he takes the first steps. So my thing is, coaches aren't magicians. We just take what we have and we polish it, and we put them all together. And if it's 11, if it's 5, if it's just one kid, if it's a basketball team, a football team, or wrestling, guys, they come unprepared and unpolished. They have a talent, but it's up to a coach to take the talent. The coach doesn't make the kid. The kid makes himself better by listening to what coaches have to give them or polish them, because what we see is basically all we can get out of the kid. Over time, if the kid continues to do repetition, do the same thing over and over again, he'll get better and better and better. Guys, you know this, because the thing is, why is it that a kid that stays in the gym all day, every day, why is it that he's so much better than kids that just go Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays? And another question, guys. What happened to the kids loving the sport? I remember when I was young, I loved football. I remember when I was young, it was basketball season. I come to a basketball game, throwing up a football. I had a football with me all the time, guys. You know what I mean? These kids around here today, they are seasonal athletes. What I mean by that is they only pick up a bat and a glove and a ball in baseball season. They only pick up a basketball in basketball season and football in football season. My thing is, guys, allow your child to do more. Allow them to do and want more if they are athletes. But now I don't want to get too far away from that because I was just talking about the community. So let's get back to the community. Back to the community. But we still in the community need our children to understand, back to the point that I was making of the coaches playing in games. We have to, as coaches, show them not only we know how to play the game, that we have an attitude of how to play the game. We can play a game and be very aggressive and physical with the team that's opposing us and still turn around at the end, shake their hands, and we can go out to eat. It's nothing. We all hate to lose, don't get me wrong, but you have to learn to accept the loss, because when you lose, you learn. What do you learn when you win all the time? If there's a team that's undefeated and he loses at the championship game, what did they learn? That's the thing. They learned that there was someone out there that one day can be better than them. They have to be sharp 100% of the time to go undefeated, and that's almost impossible. When you see teams going undefeated, man, that's immaculate. They kept their game, their system, their attitudes, and everything intact for a whole season. So back to the community. Hey, we want to do the football. I want to do the football again. Guys, maybe we can, if we do the basketball in Star Mount, we can do the football in Elkin, or vice versa. We can do the football in Star Mount and the basketball in Elkin. My thing is, we need to collaborate. We need to bring everybody forth, so as a community that we can have our children see how the adults blend together. In the stands, we can have all the excitement as parents as we want. We can cheer for our children at 100%. But my thing is, we don't need to downgrade any adult or any child during the times of games nor practices. I'm getting ready to get into a league right now. I'm getting ready to start the Appalachian Elite, which used to be the Outlaws. Now we've merged with the Dirty Birds. And we're trying to merge with everyone to have one unified AAU football team. With that, we have to come together as parents and understand that even though we competed against each other, we are now here to play with each other. One day, we're all going to have to play with each other. If your son makes the East-West All-Star game, he's going to have to play with the kids that he's always went against during the season. Guys, it's just a sport. Remember that. It's no need to get all in a bunch about who did this and what did this. And it's a team sport. Sometimes your child will not start. Sometimes your child won't play. Sometimes your child has to go through some disciplinary actions because of what he has done before. But he has to own up to the things he does, and he has to suck it up if he wants to be a part of what they call a team. There's no I in team. And my thing is, we have to instill this at home with our children so that when they go amongst the community, that there's a unity, but there is a situation that we are trying to dominate. Think about it. I'm trying to detonate you. I'm trying to destroy you when we play you. I don't care about anything else but anything that's in front of me that doesn't have the same artillery or the same uniform that I have, they are going to be defeated. You have to have that ambition. You have to have that mindset when you go into these games. It's actually a battle. And I am trying to destroy everything that doesn't look like me through a tactic that a coach has now instilled in us to make sure that we unify, to make sure that we destroy. The only way that can happen is all people have to be on the same page. In the community, we can destroy anything if we're on the same page. We can destroy people that's not unified. If we get together, they will be weeded out. We can get together as a community and do things as festivities, and people who don't want it, you can ship them out, and therefore we're unified. The community needs to be as of one. It needs to start at home. Amongst your home, teach your kids that when they go out, it's a community out there that we have to connect to be strong so we can have the basketball games together, the football games, the adult games, so you guys can come see the alumni and the people who come back to the city to show you that this is what we've done when we were here and we dominated, and we want you guys to be better than we were, and so that we can come back and we can dominate. Now, this is going to be a little PR, and I'm still talking about community, guys, but this is going to be a little PR for South Stokes. I went to a South Stokes game, basketball game. Starmount played them, and we had to travel there. The crowd was crazy. A lot of people didn't like the way the crowd was, but I'm from Eastern North. I love it. When people are cheering like that and getting involved, I love it. Now, there was an incident where the parents was talking to the kids. That you don't do that. You don't do that. That causes a whole lot of problems. That breaks the community barrier that we're talking about. But other than that, the cheering, the standing up, the people who are just being hostile in a cheering manner, the beating on the chest, the crowd going wild, the dunks, the way they play without the ball, they move without the ball, guys. They did everything right. They shot threes on non-contested situations because when they moved, they got open. Set pick strings, got open shot. And man, it was a complete team. My thing is that community, those kids believe in a coach there that gave them all that to become who they are. If you haven't seen South Stokes, make sure that you come to either Elkin, North Carolina, or Starmount, because they're coming. And if you want to see a complete team, a 1A school that went to a 4A tournament and destroyed, this is what you're about to see. That community, guys, they have band together. The kids now believed in the coach. The coach believed in the community, and they fed blood to that team. And my thing is, they're destroying anything that's not in their uniforms. You can hate it, but I love it. My thing is, that's what I want these teams here to be. Elkin needs to be that way. Starmount needs to be that way. Mount Airy is already that way. Guys, when you see coaches at the top who has every child's the belief in the coach, you're going to see a dominant team. You're going to see a Mount Airy. You're going to see a South Stokes. You're going to see a Tarboro. You're going to see these guys out here that's really getting it in. You guys got to understand you have to change the culture, and the culture changes in the community. March Madness, we're going to try to have that basketball game. I want to try to get Starmount, Forbush, or Elkin. I want two teams to play. I want it to come. We're going to go from the 2000 era to the 2010, and that can be from any one of these schools, Starmount, Forbush, or Elkin. And then we're going to try to get the other guys from the 2010 to 2020s. Bring them down, and we're going to put a tournament together, and we're going to go out here, and we're going to show you what a community looks like. Bring it out. March, we're going to try to get it together. I need a team of people. I need a team of people to collaborate with me from Starmount, from Elkin, from Forbush, to collaborate with each other in the administrations and try to get the people in your schools and your system to come and enjoy something that we can make annual and move around to different schools. This is how communities work. This is how they operate, all right? I have a son that's still in school, and my thing is I want him to see what a community actually feels like. I, as his father, he doesn't understand that I am trying to put forth a community awareness for people. I'm just his dad. But my thing is this right here. I would love for him to play in one of these tournaments. I would love for one of your children to play in one of these tournaments. I would love to see our program as a whole in our area become great. I want to see the stands packed again, standing room only. I want to see it back when Starmount had Victor and those guys, and Ferdy and Caleb and Ryan. I want to bring that back. You know what I mean? I want to bring that Donnie Bryant and that Carlos King and Reggie Billups football before school let out, and they already got all the people. You're in school and people still outside trying to get into a football game. Hey man, we got to bring the culture back. The Justin Billups over here with the 3-time state champion. You know what I mean? Where they brought everything here and the people moved over and whatever the chaotic situation was, it was elaborate. It was great. We need to bring all that back. And I'm gonna end it right here and just let you know. The community has to do better, and we can right now. The question is, who's going to be involved? Who wants to reach out? Right now, I want you guys, if you want to be a part of a community where we can do this thing, and we're going to do it with the sports right now. I have a lot of leadway with the Star Mount program. I have a lot of leadway with the Elkin program. We can collaborate and we can do things there. If anybody knows a lot of things, or anybody with the Fort Bush program, please allow me to would you allow me to go and just meet, and so we can give these guys an idea of what we really need to get back to. Alumni football games, basketball games, kids games, flags, 7-on-7s. We need to do a lot of stuff. Let's do it. Can we do it? I'm going to drop a link down below to contact me. Give me some more ideas of what we could do in the community. And on that note, I would tell you this. We're trying to put together a community picnic here in Elkin, North Carolina. We was going to do it in March. I think we're going to do it in April now. I got a couple of people that's lining this thing up. We have G&B with Jeff Edson. He'll be up helping. Chris Coles is helping. Myself, Greg, I support my community, as well as Bridge of Unity. We have some people that's going to get together with this, but we need to make it a community event. We want to have basically like a soccer. That day, we want to look at it like this. We want to have use that Elkin Park, and utilize every stitch of it. We want to have the pickleball on the tennis courts. We want to have pickleball tournaments. That's one event. We want to have in the early part of the day. We want to have the ladies come out and do some meditation, Zumba, whatever it is. I want it outside, guys. I want the music blaring with the Zumba, or I just want the meditation. They just want to go out and stretch, feel, do some type of plyometrics or whatever they do, yoga. I want that to be a setting. So you got the pickleball, you got the women's affair over here. Later on, we want to do the flag football for the kids. We want to do a kickball tournament for the family, cornholes, utilize the basketball court inside probably for indoor soccer. We don't know about that yet, but indoor soccer or 3-on-3 basketball. You guys let us know. There'll be a link behind this on the bottom of this so you guys can let us know what's going on. Like I said, this will be sometime in April. Let's get it together. I'll put a flyer out, guys. If you see some things that we need to add on the flyer and you want to be a part of it, please do so. And this is Sly from Midtown Barber. This has been Barber Talk. The community needs to stand up. Not only Elkin, not only Jonesville, not only Fort Bush, but all of us. We need to stand up. East Wilkes, you involved as well. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I forgot about East Wilkes, guys. I have a tremendous love for East Wilkes as well. And I know a lot of people there. The Eddie Guestfords, the Walkers and stuff. We're good. Let's get it together. I need to reach out to the people I know. You need to reach out to the people you know. We need to collaborate, bring information here collectively, and let's get this ball rolling. We have we have 3 new head coaches at East Wilkes. We got Travis Walker. Right here we have Mr. Baker in Elkin. And we have our new coach over here in Star Mount. And my thing is, we're about to explode, guys. The community is starting from ground root with sports. We have the basketball teams, guys. We have to get behind the coaches in the basketball teams and bring these kids together. Have camps, have things, one-on-one sessions, take them places. Let's get it popping. And I challenge you guys to do so. The link is below. This has been Barber Talk. Y'all take care.
It's my life.